Welcome to Business Innovators Radio, featuring industry influencers and trendsetters sharing proven strategies to help you build a better life right now.
You are listening to the Brilliance Business Show, conversations with leading experts in business. And today I have a wonderful guest, Dario Cucci, the sales MindShifter. And our topic today is turning customers into profit. Dario, welcome to the Brilliance Business Show.
Thank you for having me. Excited to be here.
I'm really looking forward to a conversation with you today, Dario. Before I get started, I just need to make a legal disclaimer that Dario is not offering legal advice or legal assistance. So let's get started with the show. Dario, can you share with our listeners a little bit about yourself and your business?
Sure, happy to. Well, what I ultimately do is I help small business owners and entrepreneurs to reprogram their subconscious mind's beliefs when it comes to selling their services and serving their clients and customers, and coach and mentor them on how to improve their communication skills, sales skills, and structuring their business to ultimately turn customers into profit by getting more repeat sales and not just a one-off sale.
And a lot of people out there do struggle with their mindset, Dario. Can you just share how you help your clients with their mindset and the difference that it can make?
The subconscious mind is a huge topic. But to give you an example, one of my clients I worked with, he had so many ideas when I first met him that he was completely confused to where to go and what to do, because his belief was always more is better, and sometimes that's not the case. So I helped him gain clarity on how he can serve his clients better, and we simplified his structure. Instead of 17 offers, he had 3 offers. And as a result of his new self-found confidence in knowing exactly who he's targeting, how he wants to sell his services as a personal trainer, instead of getting 1 new client every month out of 10 prospects, he got 3 new clients in 3 weeks.
That's a great result, Dario, and it just goes to show when the mindset is working in the right way, you can achieve such better results. Who are your clients and who are your customers? Who do you work with, Dario?
I got a wide variety of people I work with. My first client in Australia, she is a marketing consultant. When I worked with her, her problem wasn't the mindset. Her problem was the communication strategy that she implemented. And after I coached her through how to improve her communication strategy and the structure in the way that she goes about getting new clients, she normally got 1 new client a month on average. And after she applied the strategy that I told her to do, she got within 1 week 5 new clients, and her hourly rate increased from $250 to $750 an hour. Then there is agencies. Like I worked with an agency here in Switzerland for 3 months, and I helped the owner improve his way of going about, getting insurance contracts with meetings. So instead of getting 1 insurance contract signed in the first meeting, he ended up getting 3 contracts signed. Like he sold 3 insurance policies, and his employees that I taught how to improve the use of their CRM and holding conversations on the phone with existing customers, they got an increase on 20% efficiency rate. So they got a much better efficiency and looking after their customers, so they were able to close more insurance policies and get more appointments. What else? I mean, personal trainers, coaches, therapists. I mean, one of my past clients, Jen Tiller, she is a perfect example. We had one coaching session together, and she had like this membership site, and she was totally confused to how to go about it, how to make more, sell more memberships. And after I helped her clarify how she can go about it, gave her some valuable insights, within a few days she got 2 new membership sales done, So there's a whole range of different service providers to look after.
What I am liking hearing about what you're sharing, Dario, is you work with your clients on their mindset, but that drastically increases their revenue and increases the amount of clients or the quality of clients that they bring into their business. So you don't just help people with mindset, you actually help people to create more abundance. Am I correct in saying that?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, mindset is part of life, really. So I think that it goes hand in hand with the skills that we apply or that we don't apply. So when you're stuck in a certain routine, most of the time it has to do first with the mindset, and then you need to look at the skill that is applied or the strategy that's applied. If your mindset is believing that sales is evil, or you don't like to do the hard sell, or you're not good enough to make sales, or people don't like you or whatnot, then of course every conversation that you have with your existing customers and with new customers will be tainted by that mindset belief, by that belief that you cannot achieve what you wanted to achieve in that sense. Whereas when you have the abundance mindset of I'm good enough and I can do what I set out to do and people will like me, then you will have a totally different approach in the way that you speak with them, and that comes across so that people will trust you more on a subconscious level.
Great point. And also, I know you're a big advocate of customer service. Now, I myself am really good at customer service, Dario. I did NVQs in customer service, and I think working previously before entrepreneurship, I worked in salons, and I did lots of different hosting things. So for me, customer service training was always something I was involved in. So many people don't use customer service how they should, and it's a great way to build great business. Would you agree with me there?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the problem today is the customer service has been diminished to following policies and procedures, and that's it. And it's that kind of thing where it used to be that way, that when you were, going to a salon or buy from a telecommunication company or personal trainer or therapist or coach, or you go through an agency, whatnot, that they used to actually call you once in a while and see how you're doing and actually really look after you, and go beyond just, checking that the contract is correct, that the payment has been done, but they will go the extra mile and see what they can do to help you. And today, that's not the case anymore. Today is literally, if you get a phone call, besides the sales phone call or the marketing phone call, once you signed up with someone, you get a phone call outside of that, it's like a miracle. And that's the sad story, because everything else has been automated. So they almost feel like we don't need to do that anymore. Whereas I actually believe you do need to do that, because that's where the money is. If you build trust, ongoing trust with your existing customers, and you know how to establish not only a rapport, but also build their, get their loyalty, then you can call them once in a while and sell them something, but in between, you need to look after them. Otherwise, they're not going to stick around. They're going to go to another provider, and that's it.
And I think, Dario, that is what is really unique about you and why you do build such great friendships, relationships, and you thrive in your business. Because you do use great customer service and you do really care for people and you listen to them. And in today's world, with how fast-paced things are, these basic skills that were used to be used, they're not used far enough, and that is what is really unique about you, Dario. Could you share more detail of the kind of products and service you offer your clients, Dario?
Well, I mean, there's different things that I do offer people. Most people that have like a small business that are solopreneurs or have like a small agency company kind of thing, they normally, the owner will actually work with me for 3 to 6 months or longer, one-on-one. And because on one-on-one, I can actually personalize the service much more on what they need. And during the coaching session, I can dive deep into which part they need to improve the most during that time. You know, sometimes it's not the mindset. Sometimes the person has the mindset, but they don't have the skill. And it comes to establishing rapport and selling their services to the customer. Or they are like literally overwhelmed, not knowing how to launch their product, getting clarity around packaging and things like that. And so that's one service that I provide is one-on-one coaching and mentoring. And the other thing that I provide is group coaching. So I'm launching a new group coaching program in the next 2 to 4 weeks where literally I only take on 10 people that are entrepreneurs, small business owners that want to take their business to the next level, and I teach them all during 6 months. I will actually coach them every 2 weeks on how to not only, get new customers on board, but also turn their existing customers into profit. Just like, looking at long-term, what's the blueprint? How do you serve your customer the best way possible? And what services can you offer in addition to what they already bought of you to make more profit? And that's crucial during this time right now, because getting new customers is so much hard work, and it costs a lot of money and time to convince new, prospects to become your customers. Whereas, existing customers are, I'd say, between 20 to 60% more likely to buy of you again than, new prospects, where the chances of them buying is about 5 to 20%, if that, and then there's a lot of hard work that goes into convincing prospects that you are the service provider that they want to do business with. So it's a lot easier to make money with existing customers, yet a lot of people don't do it. I see a lot of companies and small business owners keep on chasing new customers when they could make a lot more money with existing customers. And then the other thing that I have available right now is the 7-day sales MindShifter challenge course with 1-year membership, where people can literally, buy it online right away. At the moment, I have like a flash sale special where you get it instead of $497, you can get it for $49. So you can literally get 1 year access. You get invited to a live masterclass with me. I'm going to show you 5 simple steps on how to close more sales. And then you have access to the 7-day sales MindShifter course, where it's a course where I show you how to shift your mindset beliefs, gain clarity, and ultimately improve your communication skills and strategies to close more sales. And you also get, access to recordings of my past Serve and Sell Masterclass that I once held in London, and also a copy of my book. That's all included in that price, which is like a no-brainer, really. So they can get that if they want that. So, yeah.
Well, that is a wonderful offer, Dario, and I know the value, excuse me, I know the value that you provide, so I would encourage anyone out there who wants to improve their mindset or they want to get better with their communication skills, increase their profits and take on more clients, go and get this amazing deal with Dario. We will make sure at the end of the show you know how to grab your hands on this amazing service. I have to agree with you, Dario. For me, what you are sharing, I know the value of looking after clients and that people will buy repeat custom from you. But I have to agree that so many entrepreneurs and experts out there, they're marketing constantly, grabbing new clients, and then they don't look after the clients that they have. And that is hard work, constantly having to fill up with new clients when you could just be serving people that have brought from you before and want to work with you. And that is why it's important to have great customer service, have a great mindset, look after people. And this is what Dario can help you with. Now, Dario, I was fortunate to speak on your stage, the Ultimate Entrepreneur event. What's going on with that? I know with the current climate, obviously we won't have any live events, I don't think, this year, but is this something that's going to keep on happening? Tell me a little bit more about that.
Well, actually, funny enough, I was going to talk to you about it. You know, I remember wanting to organize a summit, so I'm looking at organizing a summit that, is going to be hopefully held on the 20th of November to the 22nd of November, and including myself, and hopefully you can be part of it as well.
Amazing.
That ultimately where entrepreneurs can learn about how marketing can actually work with the mindset as well, come together with sales, because marketing and sales for me go hand in hand. One doesn't exclude the other, though the thing is it has to do with the mindset as well. Because a lot of business owners treat marketing separately and sales separately. And when you work in agencies as well, I mean, there is the sales team, then there's the marketing team. And it's like almost they're like enemies. They're not complementing one another. And my belief is it goes hand in hand with one another, because the marketing is just a different way of convincing people this is what you need. This can help you. Yet the salesperson, on the other hand, can actually convey that through their language in the way they speak to the person, answer questions, and convey how it will benefit them. And that's the thing that ultimately needs to be, shared with people around the world that have a small business, because they need to learn how can you maximize the marketing, the message, the branding, the PR. And then on the other hand, what can you do, with your mindset, with your communication skills, your sales strategies, to then not only have a big list of people that want to do work with you, but when you actually call them and hold meetings to convey the message and close sales.
Yes, some great points, especially the part with marketing and sales are to complement each other and not clash with each other. That's a really, really important. Dario, I love the work that you're doing. I love your values, your ethics, you have integrity. Now, I know at the moment you've been through big changes yourself. You've got a successful interview show. So my next question is, what is new for Dario that we haven't already spoken about? Because I know you're working on lots of different things, Dario.
Well, I mean, what's new is that I launched a group coaching program that I mentioned before. What's new is that I literally the things that I actually used to do live in seminars and workshops, because of COVID, I actually changed things around and brought those things online. So even like having a mentoring program for people that are just starting out, that allows them to, learn, listen in every month during a live masterclass, ask questions, get answers, and then ultimately be able to implement it straight away. Even if they don't need coaching, they can have that. So I got all of that set up, and ultimately what else is new is I have just released, as a co-author of a book.
Congratulations.
Thank you. That became a bestseller, which is the Successful Mind, it's called. So that recently just came out, and I'm planning, if everything goes well, I'm right now writing a movie script to create a movie based on my experience in life, and along the lines of The Secret, like the format of The Secret, but with my experience through my point of view. And right now we are in the process of writing the script and then starting to film, hopefully, during the next 1 to 2 months.
Wow, Dario, I just love your energy. I love what you're working on. I'm looking forward to collaborating again in the future as we do. I'm looking forward to watching you keep on motivating and keep on supporting people. I'm really happy of our friendship. Is there anything that I did not cover that you would like to share?
Look, I think one of the things that is really important that is not yet being asked is why it's so important for people to look after their customers is because with every business, even like the small businesses that been here like for 2 to 5 years, you need to imagine that the customers that stay with you are only staying with you if they like you. If they don't like your policies, they don't like the way you go about it, they don't feel understood and served by you, they will and look for someone else to help them with their problem. And the big issue here is that most business owners out there with small businesses and entrepreneurs don't yet have the blueprint on where they want to take their customers, meaning they don't understand their customers yet. They try to understand the customer, but they don't have fully developed the picture of where they want to take the customer, what experiences the customer should have with them. And that is one of the problems why they then keep on trying to get new customers and neglect the existing customers, because the new customer, if the product is on one hand a lot easier because it's short term, but you can only succeed in business when you think long term. And so it's important to think long term, and then when you get short term clients or customers, make them your long term customers and your fans, because when you do that, you will never have to pay a dime on advertising costs again, because they will keep on referring people to you when you do that the correct way. And this is what gets underestimated. And this is where I can ultimately help entrepreneurs and business owners to gain clarity on how to do that and then apply themselves better to serve their customers and make more sales.
Dario, what a wonderful way to close the show. My takeaway there is to succeed in business, you must think long term. Dario, thank you for being my guest today. How can our listeners get a hold of you? How can they get your amazing offer? How can they get your amazing offer, and how can people connect with you?
Well, there is what I do is I'll share with you the site where they can actually get the product, the 7-day Sales MindShifter Challenge course, and I will share with you the link where they can also book in for a 15-minute sales boost consultation with me. So that's the best way to get in touch with me. Either they can do that through the link that I share, or they go through my website, which also allows them to book in a 15-minute call with me. And that's with me, not somebody else. So they're going to directly speak with me at dariocucci.net. So that's Dario, and then my surname is C for Charlie, U for U-turn, C for Charlie, I for Island.net. And I will be glad to share the link where they can get the 7-day sales MindShifter Challenge course for $49, and all the bonuses included with that.
I will make sure the links are in the article section of this interview. Everyone check out DarioCucci.net. Thank you for being on the Brilliance Business Show today, Dario.
Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure.
You have been listening to the Brilliance Business Show, conversations with leading experts in business.
Thanks for listening to Business Innovators Radio. To hear all episodes featuring leading industry influencers and trendsetters, visit us online at businessinnovatorsradio.com today.